Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
So Oklahoma State's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. He wants to take the top off. Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Fields. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's Gee. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Pulls it in. It's Gee. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The Cowboys need to pick it up on 4th down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here.
There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out.
He's going to let it go. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Longhorns are on the move. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Lopez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He'll take the deep shot. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion, and this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Offense working from the pistol. Holden finds his man on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Second down coming up. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, it just seems as if that ISO play just never really had a chance to develop.
Yeah, but if I'm that running back, good Lord, I'm looking for something. There wasn't any space on the inside, so he tried to bounce it outside and try to make a hole. But sometimes you just run that thing downhill, lower your shoulder, try to get a yard or two, and you bounce it outside, you get a loss and put your offense in a worse situation.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys...
Turning it on! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Working the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got the tight end outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their feet. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying play action. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gee. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
He doesn't need it. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Under fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try and throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game breaker. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially, and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him, and we are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Finds us back in the middle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a fourth down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Meadows. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the